Well, hello there, family. You're listening to Fired Up Freedom with Steve Ryan. Fired Up Freedom. All right. Do you ever look for certain services or products and it's just hard to find and you want to know if someone else has used that before? Well, visit my resources page, steveryan.com/resources, steveryan.com/resources. All right, welcome everybody. This is Steve Ryan, and today's session is about resources and tools that you may need. A lot of times we go through and we're doing things and we may not know, like, if it's a certain tool or product or something that we may need. You just never know. So my purpose here today is to go down a list that I've compiled. It's also on my website. And what I'm going to do is go down each item. I will tell you what it is, why do I use it. I will share it on the screen, just to give you a preview of what's coming up. If any of you do any kind of social media posting, email management, website building, graphics, video editing, automation tools. It's a whole list of things. So this is going to take a moment to go through. The replays will be available. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. All right. So I'm putting this on the screen now so that you all can see it, whoever's here. All right, there we go. You now see that on the screen, and I have it on here. Welcome to my resources page. Below, I have a list of my favorite tools, services, and other products that I regularly use in my business and life. I hope this helps you as you're seeking out different resources. Having the right tools will help you on your journey to accomplish your goals, and it may also save you time, money, and energy. Now, I do want to give a disclosure. On my resources page, some of those links are affiliate links. And if you click on an affiliate link and use a product or service that I have an affiliate link posted on, I may receive a commission for that. Now, some of those on there are just links and they're not affiliates, but that disclosure is on the website. Now, some of you may say, well, what does this have to do with me? Do I even need this? What if I'm not an entrepreneur? What if I just want to hang out on social media? That's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. That's okay too. There's some stuff in here for you. This is good for, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a 9-to-5er, whether you're just someone who wants to hang out on social media. A lot of these tools and things that I'm going to reference and refer to you, you can use them. So it has a wide range for a lot of people. So now we're going to move on to the next thing. This is on the resources page. The next thing that we're going to move into is VPN. Now, I use this VPN called Surfshark. I love, love, love Surfshark. I've tried so many different VPNs, and VPNs is for those of you who may not know, because I can't assume that everybody know. VPN helps with when you're using your computer or your phone, there's these things called IP addresses. And if someone is very, very brilliant and smart, they can actually track your location pretty accurately with your IP address. And if you value privacy like me, you would definitely want a VPN. I travel a lot. A lot of you have seen me travel around. A lot of times if I'm on, let's say, hotel Wi-Fi, I only get on hotel Wi-Fi if I'm international and my hotspot service for my phone provider isn't working or something's going on. And if I have to use the hotel Wi-Fi, then what I love about Surfshark is they actually provide a secure connection. You can even change your cities. So if you don't want someone to know what city you're in, you can even change your city. Now, if you're trying to do banking and stuff like that, it might get a little wonky and kick off your verification emails and text messages. But hey, you know what? I'll take that inconvenience for protecting my privacy. So, and this is what I even wrote on the website. I said, if you love your privacy, you will love Surfshark. I use it on my computer, my devices, at home, and while traveling. It really encrypts my web activity. It encrypts your IP address. They actually generate a new IP address for you. So it's the best VPN service that I've ever used. I definitely recommend them. The link that I have on there, I believe that link will give you like a free trial. So you're able to try it out for yourself and see how it works. You know, I'm going to put this on the screen, like I'm clicking on the link so that you all can see like how easy these links are. Look at this. Refer a friend. Boom. You get 30 days. Choose a plan, get it for 30 days. Now, what place do you have that you can get for 30 days free? So you can try this VPN for 30 days. I love this VPN. So Surfshark is definitely for, in this day and age, a lot of people like to invade our privacy. So this is a very great tool for protecting your privacy. All right. So I'm going to move on to the next section of the resources, which is headliners for posts, thumbnails, blog generations, things like that. Now, one thing that I use a lot of is called AM Institute. All right. AM Institute is the Advanced Marketing Institute headline analyzer. So if you're someone who posts content, you post posts, you write blogs, you're trying to create thumbnails that sound good, what this tool does, it helps to identify the emotional marketing value of your content. So it will let you know how your content is hitting your audience. And I use it all the time. I use it on, a lot of you have complimented me on a lot of my, YouTube videos and postings and, like, wow, you word things pretty well. And I use AM Institute a lot. I use it so much that it's even helped me with my own writing. So I'm going to go to it on the screen here so you can see it's a real easy thing to use. And as you can see on the screen here, for any of you who are looking at this right now, you simply type in between 4 to 20 words. You enter, like I'm going to put, I'm just going to write something. I love to drink tea. Or how about this? Tea is great for you. I'm just going to put that in just so you can see it work in action. Look at that. So it measures this at 40%. Now, if you start getting 50, 60, 70, 80% is awesome. Under 30%, maybe you might want to rework it. I find this to be at least 80% accurate. It's very, very highly accurate. It breaks it down. It'll tell you why it ranked what you created, your headline. It will tell you why it ranked it that way. As you can see on here, it breaks down a whole explanation. So I really love AM Institute. It's a great tool to use. All right. The next thing, and all of these are on my resources page at steveryan.com, and just click on resources, or you can directly type it in, steveryan.com/resources. Now, the next thing I want to tell you about is OpenAI. Now, a lot of you have heard about this and some of you have not. I heard about it. Well, first I saw it on the news, on some news article, but I didn't think much of it. I was doing stuff. And then remember I mentioned the giraffes? I was in coffee and Gary mentioned about it. He was like, hey, have you been using the Open Chat AI? And I'm like, no, I haven't been. And ever since that, I started using it. It really has helped. We do blogs and things, and it's just so much. It does coding. If you want to write a code, I mean, it's so much it can do. Or if you're someone like me who does videos, like what I'm going to do is once I'm done with this video that I'm doing right now, I'm going to take this video, I'm going to upload it to something called Loom, which I will tell you about later. That's also on my list. And what Loom does is it generates a transcript of my video. And it's pretty good. It's really good. And what I do is I take that transcript and I go to OpenAI and I say, hey, write a blog about, and I post my transcript. And I may have to do it 2 or 3 times. And sometimes I may take out a portion of the transcript and put it in, but it helps me to formulate my blogs a lot better and faster. I have so many blogs that I have not released, and that's because I haven't had the time to go through them, properly and just to do that final check. Even though it's an amazing team here that helps, I like to still do those final checks. But OpenAI really, really helps me with that. It really helps put things in perspective. It's so much other things that it can do. If you're researching something, let's say you want to take someone else's transcript and say, hey, tell me about boom, and post it in. It can give you a pretty good summary of the highlights. Now, of course, it won't beat listening to the whole podcast or reading the whole script. But if you're under a time crunch and you need information very fast, very quickly, it really does the trick. So I heavily, heavily, heavily recommend OpenAI. It's a lot of write-ups about it. A lot of people are talking about it. Guaranteed somebody here didn't hear about it. Guaranteed. So, I'm telling my friends and family about it. Some of them have heard about it, some have not, but it's really, really great for a lot of stuff, even more than what I just told you. You can ask it for poetry or it's just so much. That's a whole session by itself. Fired Up Freedom will be right back after these messages. Do you ever have moments where you feel stress, anxiety, or it's hard to sleep? Then meditation may be the perfect thing to help you. Come and join our meditation channel where there's 24 hours a day on-demand meditation music. Go to steveryan.com/meditation. That's steveryan.com/meditation. It's time to have freedom from the noise. All right, so I'm going to move on to email management, all right, and go to this section. Now, what is email management? All right, if you're someone, a lot of you this is more for people who, if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, you have a community, and let's say that you have a Gmail. How does it look if you're sending something and it's coming from a Gmail? It won't look that good, But let's say take my name, steveryan.com. Our main email is info@steveryan.com. How do we do that? Well, it's because we have an email provider. And also email management, when people join an email list, it allows us to write newsletters, send out emails. I'm going to tell you about these wonderful tools coming up. And for any of you who are using Get Review on Twitter, you definitely want to pay attention to this section because unless this news change, as it stands right now, Get Review is scheduled to go offline next month. So for any of you who's using that for your newsletters, that is going to come offline. So I would heavily recommend to you to export your subscribers, make sure you're in compliance with all the email laws and the GDPR laws and all that. And you can actually import it into another email provider that will allow you to continue your newsletter. Now, I caution you to do your research to make sure you're abiding by, all the email laws. You might want to do a welcome email, say, hey, I switched to a new provider. The previous one is going offline. You have the option to unsubscribe. By staying on this, you're consenting, blah, blah, whatever you want to word, that's up to you. Now, I'm going to tell you the ones that I use and ones that I recommend. Now, the first one is, and by the way, I think I have this later in the list, but I want to mention it now that it's on my mind. And if it's not on here, I will make sure this get put on the resources page ASAP. You know how I have info@steveryan.com? So for those of you who use Gmail and things like that, Gmail has something, it used to be called G Suites, but now it's called Google Workspace. And you can actually Google that, Google Workspace. And what that will allow you to do is if you own your domain, so if you have a domain that you own, then what will happen is you'll be able to actually create emails from that domain, like info@steveryan.com or whatever else. And what will happen is once you sign up to Google Suites, it's like $6 a month per user. So it's pretty, cost effective. And what happens with this is when you sign up to it, it will ask to verify your domain. And once you verify your domain, you can actually create your email. Now, there's some other behind the scenes things that you'll have to do, like go on your domain provider and put in, copy and paste certain code. I know Google Workspace has a thing where it will automatically do it for you, but that's how you're able to get an email under your own domain. And that looks way more professional than, steveryan@gmail.com. That's not my email, by the way. So if you email me there, it's not going to work. info@steveryan will reach me or a member on my team. So if you're emailing that to me and let's say you personally know me, I probably wouldn't put personal information in that. So just in case someone else reads your email. All right. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is ActiveCampaign. This is the main one that I use. I love, 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 love ActiveCampaign. All right. ActiveCampaign. Now, if you click on this link on the resources page, I know that is an affiliate link. And it will take you to a sign up as far as with ActiveCampaign. All right. And what I love about ActiveCampaign, as you can see on the screen here, for those of you who are watching the video portion of this, you can see it'll say sign up, try it for free, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So what I love about ActiveCampaign is this. They're really, really good at segmenting your emails. So let's say that when you're signing up to my email list, let's say the people who sign up on steveryan.com, they might go to one list. Or if you sign up from the blog portion of my page, it's gonna automatically put you on the blog list. Things like that. And other things it can do is like if people aren't opening the emails or they are opening the emails, you can track it to where, let's say you have a group of people who open your emails over 50% of the time. You can have that in a certain segment, and then you can have another segment for maybe people who don't open emails as frequently. And that way, let's say you're someone who sends out a lot of emails. You may want to send people who are not opening the emails up as much, send it less frequently, like once a month or so. You know what I mean? So it's just all these tools. It's a great automation tool. It works with most automation of services as well. So I really, really, really love ActiveCampaign. That by far is my top favorite. The next one, which is close, they're right there behind ActiveCampaign. They're right there, is ConvertKit. I love ConvertKit. ConvertKit is another one. I do use them for, not for Steve Ryan, but I use them for another one because, I have a ton of stuff. Now, here's what I love about them. Well, number one, they do have a free plan for those of you who don't want to spend the money. This will be a great replacement for Git Review if you don't have the budget and you don't have a lot of subscribers. So if you have under 1,000 subscribers and you want the plan for free, I would go to ConvertKit because it gives you something. Now, you're not going to get all the bells and whistles as paid providers, but something is better than nothing. So with ConvertKit, here's what I really love about them. They do a lot of workshops. So if you click on them, I have it on the page too. They also have these community pages, which I'm a part of as well. It's like over 50,000 people in those community. I've made a lot of connections on there. It's people all around the world that's in those communities. And they do these workshops. Angie is one of the people that does it a lot. She's really, really great. Love her energy. She's so awesome. But what happens is, different topics like, how to write effective email campaigns or, just different topics. They really, really, really help. And if you're in their communities, you can go in there and ask questions to other people. They have different segmented topics inside of there, like previous stuff, PDF downloads. Like ConvertKit is really, really awesome. I really wish ActiveCampaign had that workshop thing like ConvertKit. If I didn't have my ActiveCampaign already set up, I probably would have gone to ConvertKit, but I can't, it's already set up. But they're really, really, really great. I love them. They're cool. I do have an affiliate link for them as well because I use them as well. I use both them and ActiveCampaign. Let me tell you, before I go to the next one, Why is this important? Why should you care about having an email management or people being able to join your email list? Well, you don't own the platforms. You don't own your account on platforms. If your platform is ever shut down, just saying, I'm not going to mention names, the whole platform, if it's shut down, or if your account is shut down, or your account is suspended, or your account is hacked, or whatever. I have a verified Facebook page. Y'all go on there. It's almost 1 million people on my verified Facebook page. I've had that page since 2010. That page was hacked and it took me like 5 months, 6 months to get it back. Facebook was no help on that. So, it really took me a long time to get that back. And at the end of the day, if I didn't have my email list, I would not have been able to communicate with my community. Let me tell you, I've made more revenue off my email list than any platform I've been on. Because let me tell you, when someone is going on your page, whether it's your TikTok or your Twitter or your Clubhouse or your Instagram or your LinkedIn or your Twitch or wherever, they own their platforms. They own your information. They own your data. Now, if you have people who are coming onto your site and your website, your pages and all that, that's traffic. That's the opportunity for more people to stick with you. So if you had and I'm jumping ahead here, like let's say a website that you can send them to and that has a way to join the email list, or even if you don't have a website, I know for a fact ConvertKit and ActiveCampaign, they will provide you links, and the link will take you to their website, to a thing on their website to where people can just fill in their name and email address. And of course, you can have it to where it takes them to a certain list. So this person came from TikTok. This person came from Instagram. This person came from wherever. You can actually have it tag different links that tag different ways. I heavily, 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 heavily recommend, if any of you are trying to grow your audience in any kind of way and it doesn't matter if you're like, hey, I don't do anything. I just like to post and I just want people to know me and I just want a big account. Still have an email list. At least you can share your thoughts. What if you had 500 people on your list that you can share your thoughts to? ConvertKit will give you a free plan up to 1,000 subscribers. And so does MailChimp. You know what I mean? So my point that I'm making is this is such a powerful tool. If you can see me, I need you to see my eyes right now. Look, this is important. This is super, 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 super duper important. Definitely, you want to have your email list. I heavily recommend that. I cannot recommend that enough. For those of you who already have email lists, you're like, yeah, I know that already, Steve. But let me tell you, it's a lot more people that don't know it than that do know it. Because a lot of times when I mention this, there's always somebody who contacts me afterward and asks questions. That's why I really started this Tools You Need page. I started this page like over a year ago because I would do these sessions and a lot of times people didn't have these tools. And eventually I changed the name of it from Tools You Need to Resources because it just represented it so much better. So the email list is such an important thing. Yes, people still do open up emails. Email is not gone. Don't abuse it, but it's not gone. All right, the last one I'm going to talk about on this email management system before we move on to the next section is MailChimp. I don't use MailChimp now. I did use them when I first started out. They do have a free plan and they have paid plans. So that's another one to consider if you're someone who don't have a budget and you need a free plan right now. You don't have a lot of subscribers. Now, if you start having a lot of subscribers, usually at least 1,000, you are going to be forced to get on the paid plan. All right, now I'm going to go to the next section. Give me one moment. Just had to drink some water here. I'm going to go to the next section here. This section is the graphics and video editing section. All right. Now, the first one that I have on here, and these things that I'm mentioning on the resources, these are not the only things on the planet that you can use. These are just things that have helped me personally with my businesses and things like that, and that I use regularly. But Cyberlink, They're a great company for video editing software. It kind of reminds me of the I forget the name of it, the one that a lot of directors use for movies. It works really similar. Like, let's say, for example, this video that I'm doing right now, which will be a podcast. Let's say I wanted to rip the audio from the video. I can pretty much upload this video, and in Cyberlink, I can actually split it to where it'll take the video portion from the audio portion. And if I want to put in sound effects, stick in a commercial, or do other editing things, it's a simple, easy tool to use. I really, really love Cyberlink Power Director 365. It's awesome. I use it for podcast editing, video editing, all kind of stuff. It's really, really, really great. I found out about this because one of my friends who have like a very large YouTube channel, this is what he uses. And it's really easy to use. You don't have to have a lot of video skills to use it. It's pretty much drag and drop. So another one is Canva. Now I use Canva Pro. I'm going to give y'all a little secret here. If you now Canva Pro is like, unless you're getting it on sale, like 100 and something bucks US. I do have a link on there for Canva Pro. But let me tell you why I recommend Canva Pro, or really Canva Pro for Teams. That's what I believe this link takes you to, I think. But Canva Pro for Teams is not that much more than Canva Pro. You can add up to 5 people on your account where they'll have their own logins, so you don't have to give them your username or password. So let's say 5 of you are like, you know what, let's split this. Let's say it was, I'm just going to say 100 bucks. I know it's more than that, probably 150, but for math's sake right now, let's say 150. That's 30 bucks from everybody for the whole year. And you all just, use it together. Now, of course, you want to use it with someone you trust, because whoever signs in as the admin can add and remove people, so make sure it's with someone you trust. So, but the Canva Pro, especially for Teams, is a great thing. Remember the open AI that I mentioned earlier? Well, Canva now has this beta thing with OpenAI to where it's going to help people to generate their headlines and generate, their thumbnails and even scripts for their social media videos like TikToks and Instagrams and YouTube Shorts to help generate scripts for those videos. So it's a great tool. This is like the easiest thing. Like, you literally, if you're able to be in here watching me or listening to me, you can use Canva Pro. Like, when I tell you it's literally drag and drop, like it's even easier than Cyberlink. Like, literally, they have templates. You get even more templates with Pro. But let me caution you, if like I have YouTube monetized channels. If you're on a monetized channel and you're using a sound from Canva Pro, just be careful with the sounds on that. You may want to do like a test upload, because sometimes there's this company called Epidemic Sounds, and they have a lot of claims on different sounds on the different social medias. And I've discovered the hard way that on Canva Pro, some of those sounds is from Epidemic. So it's not all the time. I say it comes up about probably 10-20% of the time, I've noticed, from my uploads. And I do a lot of uploading, as y'all can see, So, and what happened is you'll just get a copyright thing where it'll say, this is a copyrighted music, blah, 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 can't be monetized. Now, they even have the option to get your video taken down. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you're looking at that. All you have to do is just upload it. If it doesn't give you like a copyright catch thing, usually YouTube is good about that, like right away, like within the first minute of you uploading it. And if you don't see that, you're good to go. As far as Instagram, TikTok and stuff, you're fine. Most of the time, they don't even, I haven't really seen them say anything about those. But yeah, Canva Pro is really, really awesome. Now, I'm going to move on to the next section. I know it's a lot to cover here, but this is important information. Website hosting and domain buying. All right. Now, this is another important section. Remember how I was saying to you all that you don't own your account on your platforms. It could be suspended, taken down, hacked, things like that. Well, having your own domain is a great option, because what happens is it allows your community to come with you. You know, the people who are actually interested in your content and interested in you enough, guess what they're going to end up doing if you have a link? They're going to go to your website. I know SteveRyan.com, I know it gets like, there's some weeks I get over 6,000 visitors. You know what I'm saying? That's like 6,000 opportunities per week for somebody to see my content on my website that I own, that nobody else can come on and take down and do all this suspension crap and all this other stuff. So having your own domain, in my opinion, is so crucial. Even if you're someone who I'm not a creator, I'm not this, I'm not that. I just want to go on social media and grow my audience. If you're trying to grow your audience, get you a website. Why do I say that? What if you have to change your social media account? What if you have this large audience and you know, let's say, I don't know. I'm old enough to remember MySpace. A lot of us are, some of us are not. MySpace was like 2010, 9, something like that. MySpace was like it. I remember it was on every TV commercial. It was just MySpace. Like it was more popular than Facebook. This was before Facebook became popular. You see what I'm saying? What happened when it still exists today? It's just a different form of it, but it just kind of went down almost overnight to the point where it's like, I forgot about it till someone brought it up yesterday or the day before. And what if you had 1 million followers on your MySpace account? What would that mean to someone today if you told them that? Oh, guess what? I have 1 million followers on my MySpace account. They'd be like, well, that's not TikTok. I don't care. Why am I saying that? Because you don't know what's going to happen to TikTok. You don't know what's going to happen to Facebook or any of these platforms. You know, I've seen them come and go. You know what I'm saying? So the point that I'm making is, how do you know another platform isn't going to come out 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now? So your audience is your audience. And if you have a website, you're able to, your audience can come with you. Your diehard fans who are there with you. Hey, I just launched, let's say TikTok didn't exist and it just came out. And let's say you had a big audience on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. You can simply send an email and put it on your website. Hey, I signed up to TikTok. Everybody, if you're on TikTok, you know, follow me on my TikTok page. Boom. Think about celebrities. Think about, what are celebrities? Like people who are well known, some more known than others. That's their brand. So when they go and create a account on a social media platform, usually a lot of people start following it because they already know that brand. So if you have your own website, you're starting to build your brand. You see, any postings you go to of mine, any platform, you're going to see SteveRyan.com. I promote my own website on every platform, everywhere I go. I can see the traffic. I can see who's coming from where. It's a great, great, great tool. You can have analytics on your website. It'll let you know where your time is being effective. So let's say, for example, if you're getting more people from Clubhouse than Twitter, then you know, okay, maybe I need to lean into Clubhouse a little more, or vice versa. Or if you're getting more people from TikTok than Instagram, or vice versa, it'll let you know you had this many visits that came from this source. It's real similar to YouTube's. YouTube have a very powerful source too. When you look at the analytics, especially if you're monetized, you can see the back end stuff. So here are some web domain providers. My favorite is GoDaddy. I know it's a lot of other ones. I like GoDaddy because I'm a part of their discount domain club, because I buy and sell domains. I've been doing that for a while. I'm going to tell you how I started buying and selling domains, SteveRyan.com, because at the time it was like 2011, 2010, something like that. There was another Steve Ryan, and he really wasn't using the site. I saw it. So I sent a message through, I forget how I tracked it down, but I sent a message through the domain provider and contacted him. And he ended up making, saying, hey, make me an offer. I said, okay, what will make you sell this right away? No questions asked. Like, let's get this done. How about $2,500? He was like, okay. So for $2,500, I bought SteveRyan.com. Now, had I bought that domain when it was just available, it would have been like $10, $15, whatever. So he made let's say it was $10 for him to buy the domain when he purchased it. Let's say he had it for 5 years. So it cost him $50. So if when I paid him $2,500 for steveryan.com, he would have made a $2,450 profit. See what I'm saying? So when I saw that, I was like, I need to go and think of some other domains that people aren't using that they might use that has a good chance for them buying it. And so I started buying up domains. And what their discount domain club does is it's only good if you have like more than like 100. I have hundreds of domains, and that can be a cost per year, but it gives you up to 60% off. You know what I mean? So it's really, really cool. And for example, let's take steveryan.com. If I want to extend my registration for 10 years, that's 60% off for the whole 10 years that I'm making the payment for in that moment. And plus, when you do that, that helps rankings on searches and stuff. But I love GoDaddy because of that. It's great. I know there's some other cheaper options. I get it. But I like to measure companies by what do they do when something goes wrong. And when some things have gone wrong, GoDaddy was very good about taking care of the problem. They're very good about privacy protection. So if someone wants to try to contact me, it's going to email GoDaddy. It's not going to email me. They won't see my information. They'll see GoDaddy's information or whatever privacy server information. It really protects your privacy, in my opinion. So GoDaddy, I have a link on there for GoDaddy. Squarespace. Squarespace is another one. I use Squarespace a lot because it's so easy to use. They have a lot of great features for website building. So does Wix, but I'll get to that in a moment. But with Squarespace, it's like you can just drag and drop. You can have your domain built in no time. Your website built in no time. If you just need something fast and easy. Now, Squarespace is a little bit more on the pricier side, but they're so good. So that's Squarespace. Another one is card.co, CARRD.co. Now, card.co have a lot of templates. It's very affordable. I mean, they have a plan where like $19 for the whole year. And then they also have some free plans. I don't know if the free plan will let you use a customized website. I'm not sure about that, but I know the paying plans do. Like, for example, let's take steveryan.com again, to where I'm actually able to host my customizable domain on their servers. So card.co is a very, very, very good one if you're under a budget, or if you have anything like that. Now, I don't have Wix on here. I will add Wix on here, but Wix is another good one that you can use if you want easy, drag, drop, easy. Squarespace is still my personal favorite, but you're good to go. I know I have an affiliate for Wix as well. All right. So let's get to some other stuff here. Streaming on multiple platforms. I know some of you have been waiting for this one because some people have asked about that. So this one I'm going to get into. All right. Now, what is streaming? Like right now, if you look at right now, if you go to any of my platforms right now, you're either hearing this broadcast right now, or you're actually listening to it, or you're actually seeing it. So right now, this is being streamed or listened to. I'm on Twitter Spaces. I'm on Clubhouse. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter Video on multiple accounts. I'm on Twitch right now, YouTube, Facebook. This is also going to my Discord. Let's see. I'm missing something. YouTube. Yeah. So in other words, LinkedIn as well. So this pushes it out. So right now, people right now on these different platforms can see me. And if I were to go to the chat right now, I can see if anyone asks questions. Like I see someone named Renee has sent a message on Facebook. I see someone sent a message on YouTube. I can actually see the different platforms, the chat messages, and I can actually respond in real time. Like right now, I'm going to actually write a response. Hey, everyone, I can see you. Boom. So if you're on any of those platforms right now, you're going to see a message from me that says, hey, everyone, I can see you. So, well, how do I do that? Restream. I love Restream. Restream is my favorite multiple streaming platform. I do have an affiliate link on that will give you some money off or something like that on it. But Restream, I love Restream. I'll give you a little secret about them. Here in here in the States, at least, we have what's called Black Fridays after our Thanksgiving, which is usually the after the fourth Thursday. Sometimes it comes right before, but from that Thanksgiving day to that following Monday, every year I've seen Restream. That's when I do my annual plans. They have it where they'll give you 50% off. So it's cheaper for me to wait to do it at that point than any other time of the year. Now, if you're seeing this now, you're like, God, then just get the monthly plan for. I mean, the annual plan do give some off as well, but use that link, get some off, and then, before Thanksgiving come, like early November, you can, cancel your subscription and then just re-sign up to get that annual part off. That's a little trick you can do to save some money. I know for me, for the plan that I have, I know it's half off. I think the regular price now is like $49 a month. I think for what I'm paying for it is like, it comes out to like $20 a month or $22 a month for the whole year. Done. No monthly payments. Boom. Done. And they can also stream to Facebook groups. So if you have a Facebook group, those are still active. They're not gone. It can even stream to that. And it's so many other places. I have it streaming to so many other destinations. I even had it streaming to VK in Russia. And then when that whole thing started, I took it down because I was like, I don't want to deal with that. But my point is, it's a great, great, great platform to use. If you're someone like me who's pressed for time and, you don't have time, like imagine if I tried to say what I'm saying now, remember what I'm saying. If I did this on every single, I'm on 7, 8, 9, 10 places right now. If I had to do this on each individual place, it would take me 10 hours. Because I've been talking now for almost an hour and we're not done yet. I got some more stuff to share with you. I'm going to go as long as it takes. So, and it would take me 10 hours to do what I just did now. But guess what? You know what I love about Restream as well? I can download the video and I can also download the audio separately. I can download the video and the audio separately. They do have a free plan, but I think that only goes to one destination. And I'm not sure if it can split the audio for you. But I love Restream. So for those of you who, let's say you don't have a software like Power Director to do your video editing, and let's say you just want to get the audio of something you did for podcasting, you can just simply take the audio part. Boom, now you have your podcast. See, when I do podcasts, I'm going to tell you, I know a lot of people have asked me, God, you seem so busy. How do you do this, that, and this and that? And you seem like you still have time to travel, because I believe in being efficient. So these tools and resources that I'm taking the time to give you now, that's being efficient. You see what I mean? Because now it's hitting multiple platforms. And what's going to happen is when this is done, this is going to be turned into a video and an audio podcast. So this is going to be forever content. So my effort right now in talking to you and you seeing this, other people can see it can go to millions of people. I can put advertising on it. I can spread the word out. It makes it to where it's not in vain. A lot of time I see creators creating stuff and and they just post it and they're not saving it. Save your stuff, folks. Even if you do, TikToks and other things, save all your stuff. I love Dropbox. I hope I have that on here. If I don't, I'm going to add it. But save your stuff. That way, if a platform ever do go down or something happens, you can repost all your stuff on other platforms and other things. I mean, it just gives you options. But Restream is my favorite. StreamYard is another one. I've used StreamYard before. I just prefer Restream because Restream, you actually have the option to stream in HD quality. You see what I mean? And I love it. It's so good. StreamYard, similar to Restream. They're my second favorite. Fired Up Freedom will be right back after these messages. Do you ever look for certain services or products and it's just hard to find and you want to know if someone else has used that before? Well, visit my resources page, steveryan.com/resources, steveryan.com/resources. Now I'm going to jump to another one called Gyri Pro. Now, for those of you who who knows about my meditation channel, some people wonder, like, how are you always streaming? It seems like your streams are going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, the way that you stream, what I did before I found out about Yahoo Pro is I would use like Restream. And that worked great if I'm not traveling. But if I'm traveling, how do I do it? That means I have to stop and start the screen and when I'm in different hotels. Like, you get what I mean? It just would have been inconvenient. Yahoo Pro is a lifesaver. Now, of course, for those who are great with technology and all this, you can build your own servers and do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's other ways to do it, but Yahoo Pro is just so easy. I have an affiliate link on there for them. For, if you want to sign up, you can get a free trial. You can test it out. But what I like about them is they have so much storage. So you can upload videos. You can even upload multiple videos, and you can even make a playlist so that it seems like you have different videos coming on. Let's say you have 10 videos that and you want it to go through those playlists. And let's say the videos going through the playlist, it takes a day and a half, or whatever. You can have it where it switches it up. You know what I mean? And I'll give you a little secret too. Cyberlink, I mentioned Power Director. It allows me to create these 10-hour videos. That's what I use. I don't sit there and edit for 10 hours. What I do is I usually will take 3 different clips, three different major sections of my meditation music or whatever, and I will stack it in Cyberlink. And what that allows me to do is to push it from like 20 minutes to an hour. I can, mix it up and all that and use the tools to mix it up. But it allows me to create these long videos, these 10 hours, 6 hours, 8-hour videos. I don't sit there for 8 hours and go through the whole video. I make sure 3 good sections are done well, and then I use technology to multiply it. Boom, done. Now, of course, I'm simplifying it. It's a little bit of a process. But Yahoo Pro is a way that you can upload your video. You can upload that, and it will stream it for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And let's say you're like me, you're traveling, you can log onto your phone, you can go there and stop a video, restart a stream, change a stream, whatever else you want to do. I really, really love them. They're super great. And guess what? They take credit card and crypto payments. So for those of you who are in the crypto world and deal with crypto, and let's say you don't want to use cash and credit card, you can send crypto payments. I pay them in crypto. I've used Freedom Coin, converted it to the crypto that they accept, and I paid for the whole year. They too have these holiday specials. I just re-upped my whole year last month. Boom, done. So it really, really helps. Now, the next thing I have under there is an affiliate program for Yahoo Pro. They did authorize me to do this. So if you sign up through that link, that's gonna get you onto their affiliate program to where you can do what I'm doing right now. Because anybody who signs up through this affiliate link, I am going to get a cut of that. So if you have an audience, and let's say you want to let other people know about this, then come onto my website, go to Yahoo Pro affiliate program, and sign up for their affiliate link. And boom. And then you can create a link too, just like I did, and let people know about it. And as you're telling people about it, you can get paid. Because think about this. What is the big deal about affiliates? I did a whole thing on affiliates. That should be on the podcast if that episode is out yet. But I did a whole session just on affiliates. I'm going to mention something. I'm going to give you another food for thought. If you've ever referred anything to anybody for any reason, then you're being an affiliate. It's just maybe you're paid for it, maybe you're not. I can guarantee almost 100% of people in here that's watching this or listening to this, you at some point of time referred something to somebody. You told someone about something word of mouth. You might be missing out on affiliate income. All you have to do is whatever products or services you use, that's what I do. Go to them and say, hey, do you have an affiliate program? And if they say no, hey, can we create something? Because I have an audience. There's been times that there wasn't an affiliate program and something has been created. Even though I don't have everything listed on the site, other places you go into my other content, some kind of way you might end up coming across something affiliate related. You know what I mean? It's nice income. I mean, you can do a lot with that income because that was unexpected money. Remember, freedom is about financial freedom. And one of the ways to build financial freedom is passive income. So if you're making effort to go out and talk about a product or a service or something you use, then why not get a cut of it? Why not? You know? So I think affiliate is a great thing because that's like advertising for the companies. Because let me tell you, people trust things that other people use. It doesn't matter how much money companies spend on commercials and advertisements. If your friend or family or somebody you know is using something and you're like, hey, where'd you get that from? What do you use? That's the most powerful form of advertising because guess what? They automatically trust it right away. Period. All right. So let's move on. I got some more here. Administrative and automation section. All right. Google Docs. I love Google Docs. For those of you who have ever used Microsoft Word or Note, Google Docs is a great tool to use. Number one, it's free. Number two, if you're collaborating, like a lot of times, like when I'm writing songs, if I'm writing songs with like a co-writer, a lot of times we'll go on Google Docs and we both can be in the document at the same time. I might be on one section. The other songwriter might be on the other section. And then, we might be sitting there doing our thing. And then we're sitting there going back and forth about what we're keeping, what we're not. It makes it so easy. You can use it for co-writing books. You can use it for all sort of things. I love Google Docs. Another one is Google Sheets. Google Sheets is a great alternative to Microsoft Excel if you don't want to pay for that. And it's free. And you can use it for your databases. It's just really, really great too. I use Google Sheets all the time. And a lot of this stuff can be in your automations, which I'm going to get to. Google Forms. Google Form is another great one to use. I use Google Forms all the time. What I love about Google Forms is you can create a form, and when someone submits that form, it can automatically put that information into the Google Sheet database for you. So let's say you're a content creator, you're posting things, and you have something that you want people to sign up for. Well, if you don't want to keep track of lists and this and that, set up a Google form for free. Let them sign up, and it will push it to the Google Sheets. Let me tell you, Social Connector. I talked about Social Connector earlier. I was making it so difficult, like, hey y'all, go to Social Connector and sign up and do this and that. But now with Google Forms, it's a simple. All you do is put your first name and email. That's it. And what happens is once you fill that out on the Google form, I use Zapier to zap that information. It goes onto a Google Sheet, and it also zaps it to Social Connector, which then automatically creates an account for you. Easy step. It's way easier than, hey, go to Social Connector, do this, do that, we did a whole video on how to connect to Social Connector. Google Forms is a lifesaver. I love Google Forms. The next tool is Zapier. Zapier is a great automation tool. They do have a free version if you don't have a lot of what's called tasks, but they also have paid versions if you have a lot of tasks. Like, for example, I have the bot pause now, but on my Facebook page, since I have a large audience on my Facebook page, I use this bot called MiniChat. And what MiniChat does is if someone talks, send me a message, it will respond. And, I paused it because I need to redo some of the languaging and things like that. But what it would do is because I get so many messages, even now, that's how I know Facebook is not gone, because I get so many messages still on that platform that is crazy. And the mini chat, what it will do is it'll talk to them. And let's say I wanted, if they get to a certain part of the conversation, I wanted them to take action. Like I want to send them to a funnel, like ClickFunnels. I've had a ClickFunnels, or I want to send them to the website, or I want them to sign up to my email list. The mini chat bot will actually give them an option to sign up, and Zapier, it'll talk to Zapier, and Zapier can shoot it to whatever other application I want it to. So Zapier is a very, very powerful thing. This is not even an affiliate. I'm not even getting anything from telling you about this. other than the satisfaction of giving you some information. But they're a great, great automation tool. Now we're going to go to social media posting management. Now, Make really belongs in automation as well. Now, this is an affiliate link. I love Make. Whatever Zapier don't do, Make made up for it for me personally. Like, for example, when my TikToks post, I wanted them to post on Twitter. And Zapier didn't do that at the time that I tried. I don't know if they've changed. So I use Make to do that. So every time I have like a TikTok post or Instagram post, it posts it to my Discord, it posts it on my Twitter, and it can post it in other places. So I don't have to worry about did someone see this, did someone see that. Also, this is a cool thing too. Remember the open AI I told you all about earlier? Make has this integration with open AI that you can actually use. I haven't fully used it. I've actually been playing around with it. You can actually get it to create images to post and generate things to post. Like if you're like, I don't have time to create this for posting things, like they actually have this thing through Make where you can actually make it post these different graphics and automatically generate one every day or whatever time interval that you want. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. So I love Make. They have so many applications. I just love them. That is an affiliate link, and I believe it gives you a discount. I'm not fully sure. Another one is Later. This is not an affiliate link. That's why I said some of these things are affiliates, some are not. Let me tell you what the great thing about affiliates is. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Rather you go through one of my links or you go through them directly, it's going to be the same thing. But when you use someone's affiliate links, you're giving them support. You're giving, I have a team I pay. I pay every month. I have a team. So when you're using these affiliate links, you're helping them. You're helping me to pay the team. You're helping what we're doing. You're helping everything. You're helping all of this. You see what I'm saying? So, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. That's why I say for all of you, make sure if you're coming across things that you like, create your own affiliate links too for things you're using. But Later, I love Later. We use Later all the time. And let me tell you, if you have a team as well, like you can use it by yourself or you can use it with your team. They don't have to have your sign in. Like all of the team that have access to Later, they create their own sign-ins, their own logins. Right now, I have it managing 6 different social media accounts. It posts automatically. It can post to TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter. You can set your post up. Right now, I haven't been posting much the past few days or because I've been so busy. We're working on my January, February, March post because I need breathing room. I don't want to have to worry about posting content every day. You get what I'm saying? I don't mind making content all the time, but to actually go through and deal. Now, if I come up with something on the fly and I want to post that immediately, great. But what Later does, they have it on the desktop and they also have it as an app. You literally can drag your media, your video, or whatever you're using. You can just upload it like you normally upload it. One effort, boom, let it connect. Now, I'm going to tell you a little hack that I do. Since they don't integrate with YouTube Shorts yet, what I do is for my TikToks, I don't let it automatically post to my main Steve Ryan TikTok. What I do is I have it set to notify me. And what will happen is it will push the video to my phone. It will put it actually on my phone. Where you click on it and say, hey, confirm. So it downloads it to my phone. And then it automatically uploads it to TikTok all in one effort. And then I can sit there and put the little emojis and put the whole, I can add filters or content or whatever I want to do. It doesn't take me that long. It takes me like less than 2 minutes. Like literally, I sat there and did it on a live stream before too, where someone saw me do it. And it's so quick. It doesn't take much of my time. And guess what else I can do? Since YouTube Shorts don't have an integration for Later, or Later don't have an integration for YouTube Shorts. Since the video is already on my phone, all I have to do without a watermark, upload it to YouTube Shorts is good to go. If I want to add the same song, I can, or make changes, I can. If I want to upload it at a different time, I can. That takes just a minute too. Boom, upload. It also, like, you can pre-write your scripts ahead of time, like what you want to say. And what will happen is if you have it notify you and it pushes it to your phone, it will copy it to your clipboard. Okay. And when it copies it to your clipboard, all you have to do is just paste it. So when I get a notification, boom, hit YouTube, paste, done. One effort, multiple platforms. So, it's no right or wrong way to do anything. But I like doing this because I love the concept of leaving no stone unturned. Everyone have their own opinions, but what has worked for me is don't take any platform for granted. No platform for granted. I just got a message from Pinterest that said, like, one of my videos said it's been pinned or viewed like 3,000 times or something. I think I screenshotted and I said I was going to post it out. But that's 3,000 people that viewed that video that wouldn't have done it if I didn't have it going to Pinterest. So, I'm just not a believer in one platform. I am a believer in being efficient. And the amount of time that it takes most people to post on one platform, it takes me less time to post in 7 or more different places. Food for thought. Because even if you're not hanging out on that platform, at least you have the opportunity to grow your audience. So I love Later. Is really great. They really have some decent plans. It's good. Now, the next section that I'm going to go to is merchandise. So y'all notice I have so many shirts like I am strong, freedom, NFTs for freedom, some other ones. I wear my merchandise all the time. I know it may look like I wear the same clothes, but I have a ton of it. Like I have like 20 black shirts, 20 blue, and whenever I go and speak at conferences and things, I like to wear my material. I like to wear my merch because there's always going to be someone who asks, "Where'd you get that shirt?" Hey, go to my website and go to the merch thing. You go to the merch part of the website under Discover, you can order it. It ships like to most countries in the world. And guess what? That's passive income. I don't talk about my merch all the time. Remember all that traffic I told you I get on the site? I get merch sales from that. And since I'm monetized on YouTube as well, when people watch my YouTube videos, a lot of times, especially if it's not on a TV, if it's on like a phone or device, right at the bottom of the video, it'll show these different shirts and stuff like that. All they have to do is click on it. Boom, it takes them to the checkout page. Just saying, if you want financial freedom, you got to capitalize on all opportunities to generate income. That's my philosophy. You have to, because if you're just counting on, job, or if you're commission, you're counting on sales, you're in prison to the mercy of something else. When you set yourself up to increase your passive income or income that you can make from just the efforts that you already do every day, then that really, 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 really helps, because that's unexpected money. That might be, for those of you who celebrate holidays, that might be presents money for someone, or buy someone a gift money, or help pay a bill money, or something, you know. But Spreadshirt is who I use. I love them. They're good. They're easy to use. They handle all the shipping. They handle all that. And if I want to order shirts and stuff for myself, I just pay the manufacturing cost. That's it. But if anyone else orders from it, it will, ship it for them. It'll ship it to their address. I don't have to worry about needing people's addresses because I don't like people's information. I don't want to know nobody's information. So it creates this buffer to where let them handle it. If there's a problem and you want to return something, you call their customer service. I don't even have to think about I don't think about merch at all. The only time it hits my mind is if, like, we're working on another design to add, or I need to order something because I'm about to go somewhere and I want to have like a certain design that I may not have of mine. That's when I'll order it for myself. And when I see the PayPal deposits, like, oh, cool, this is a good month. Boom, done. All right. Printful is another one. I don't use Printful now. I have used them before, but they're another one that prints on demand. It was another one that I was going to put on here, but I'm not going to bring that up right now. All right, here's some other things. Now I'm going to go now. Oh, one other thing. What I was about to say. I'm missing some. I don't have Dropbox on here. I need to add Dropbox on here. I love Dropbox. I'm going to talk about Dropbox for a moment. And when you check the site, I'm going to make myself a note very quickly here because I will forget. But I'm going to add Dropbox. I'm just making a note very quickly to myself to add Dropbox and Wits, and also what was that earlier? Google Workspace. I'm sorry, Google Work Suites. I'm going to add those on the resources page as well because they belong on there. Those are ones. I love Dropbox, and let me tell you, if y'all know I'm into music and all these videos, that can take a lot of storage. With Dropbox, what I like about them is, okay, they have a free plan up to like 2 GB or whatever. Then they have a paid plan. Now, if you're someone who have a lot of content, you're generating some revenue, let's say you have a team working with you like I do, then they have this thing called Dropbox for Business. And what Dropbox for Business is, you guess what your storage is? It's unlimited. It doesn't matter if I have 1 trillion gigabytes, they'll just automatically add more storage. And I can add with their, I know it's like, for me, I pay $90 a month. That's the starting cost. And that covers up to 3 of us. And then if I want to add any extra person, it's $30 per person extra. But guess what the beauty of it is? Not only as a company, as a business, do we have unlimited storage for all the stuff we're working on, but each team member that's on it, it gives them unlimited storage on their personal Dropbox. Now, the team can't see my personal Dropbox and I can't see theirs. The only thing that we can both see is what I designate as team folders that can be seen. And that's it. And it gives us unlimited cloud storage. Unlimited. Unlimited. So I love Dropbox. I don't know if another company does that, but when they say unlimited, it's because I have so much stuff from the music to this, like I don't even know how much space I'm using, but it's unlimited. It can really save your computer space too. And they also have, when you have the business plans, like these redundant backups. So let's say you accidentally delete your stuff, you can recover it. I think it saves it for like 180 days. They have this extended rewind version. I mean, it's a really, really, really great thing. I love them. They're safe. I've never had any issues with being hacked with them. I trust them. I like them as a company. All right, some other general things. All right, Legal Shield. Now, this is not in every country, but I know it's in some countries. I love Legal Shield because, I'm not an attorney, but I have gone to court and represented myself. And the way that I represented myself is I would call an attorney to get certain case law for things. And, and I'll look up like how motions and things look, and I'll just type up my own. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that, but what Legal Shield does is you can call and ask an attorney any legal question. Usually what they do, like let's say for those of you who are in the States, what they'll do is you'll talk to an attorney in your state, and usually it's with a law firm that have all these different areas. Like they may have a real estate department, they may have this department, that department. And if they don't have something in the law firm, they will refer you to someone that's outside of the law firm. If it's something that they don't cover, then you get like a percentage off. If you ever get stopped by the police and you want to have a lawyer to call, they have like a 24-hour hotline emergency for calling, a lawyer if you're arrested or pulled over and things like that. So it's a really, really great thing. That is an affiliate link. I've been using Legal Shield for so long. I don't even pay for mine because all of the affiliates that I've done over time, I'm actually getting money every month from this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even pay for mine. So it covers that. Another one is Amazon. Everybody's heard of Amazon by now. If you haven't, then you're hearing about it. I have my referral link on there. It's a lot of things, a lot of products it does. I use Amazon a lot. They're cool. Another one on here is Ledger Wallet. Now, for any of you who are into cryptocurrencies and things, I know it's been a lot of things on the news about the fall of this crypto exchange. I'm not going to give it an audience right now, not right now in this session, but not your keys, not your crypto. That's all I'm saying. But Ledger Wallet, this is an affiliate link, and I believe it gives 10% off, if I'm not mistaken. But Ledger Wallet is a way to, you're responsible for your crypto and storing it. You can even have it to where, like, let's say you're someone who's like, what if I lose that one? Well, you have the ability to have it on more than one device. And like, maybe you want to have it in a safety deposit box at a bank, or maybe in a storage facility that you have video cameras for. I don't know. But the point that I'm making is I really love their technology. They're my favorite one. I know they have other ones. And last but not least, no. Let me jump down to traveling. Epica. I just came back, and I met some of you. I just came back from Europe. And for anyone who may not know this, but here in the US, our outlets and our plugs are a certain way. Well, in other countries, they can be a different way. I use what's called the Epica, and it looks like a little square box. And what it does is, even if you're in another country and you're traveling to the US or traveling somewhere else, it has all three types of plugs on it, and it's so easy to use. I'm not going to get it right now because I want to stay focused on this, but you just easily slide, boom, slide. What I did is I took a power outlet with me when I was traveling, and I plugged that power outlet into it, and I was able to charge my computer, both of my computers, because I like to travel with two computers. I always believe in backups. My phones, I was able to have my stuff charging. It's a really, really great thing to use. And then finally, I got to get to some fun stuff. Teas. Y'all see me drink teas all the time. These are some of my favorite teas. My top two favorite teas is lemon ginger and throat coat tea. Since I use my voice a lot, I talk, I sing, I do voice acting and audiobooks and stuff like that. Well, speaking of that, I got to mention that. And I love the lemon ginger and throat coat. It really, really helps me. My favorites is turmeric, honey chai, white horehound tea, echinacea with elderberry. I love those. Those are my favorite teas. But the ones that I do every day is lemon ginger and throat coat. I'll always have me a cup of tea. Another thing that's not on here that I need to add, and I'm making a reference to add this, is ACX. Now, I have done over 100 audiobooks. I've done a lot of audiobooks. The last time I probably recorded an audiobook was probably 2017, 2018. I don't know. I haven't recorded in a while. But I still get monthly payments from sales on Audible, sales on iTunes, and other things like that. And also other non-ACX stuff. But ACX is actually owned by Amazon, who also owns Audible. Now, if someone ever said to you, wow, you have a good voice, whether you're telling a story or whether you're talking or whatever else, then ACX, so ACX.com, it's a great place to go to. I'm going to add this on the website, but it's a great place to go to because you can audition for audiobooks, and now if you are a writer and let's say you have a book on for sale somewhere, you can also hire audiobook actors for your thing. I'm going to tell y'all a little hack. Now there's this organization called SAG, the Screen Actors Guild. And a lot of people in acting, who does acting for a living, they're a part of the SAG, which is the Screen Actors Guild Union. And usually to get into SAG, I know I got into SAG because of television stuff, but to get into SAG, usually you have to either have a speaking part on a movie or TV production that is SAG, or you have to do at least 3, I believe, paid extra work that's sponsored by SAG. Why is that a big deal and why is that hard to get into? Because SAG likes producers and directors to go to people in SAG first. So if they hire an actor that's not in SAG, they have to explain Why are you hiring this actor when you got all these people in the union? Are you saying that there's nobody else on the planet in the union that could have done this job? So they tend to favor hiring SAG people. That's why it's very hard to get it. But guess what? If you do a SAG sponsored audiobook off of ACX and you're paid for at least it's either 1 hour or 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours of recording an audiobook through ACX, then you can have them send that, as long as it's the minimum SAG rate, you can have them send that payment to SAG on your behalf, and that will count toward you becoming SAG eligible. Why is that a big deal? Guess what else uses voices? Cartoons, animations, commercials, things like that. It opens up opportunities. So ACX is a really, 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 really great place. I know I have so many other resources that I have not added to this, because as I'm sitting here thinking, I didn't say this, I didn't say that. I think this is good for today. I've gone for almost 90 minutes. I didn't anticipate it taking this long. But go to steveryan.com/resources and you will be able to see all of these things that I talked about, plus the ones that I'm going to add on the page. And maybe this might give you an idea of some resources, of setting up your own resources page. You know, doing this and coming here and spending the time doing this is important to me, because this helps you. You know, when I was growing up, you know, I love my family, and I've said this before. I love my family, but I didn't come from like a background of people that knew this stuff. You know, I came from a background of people that was all about go to college, get a job, you know, that's it. And nothing wrong with that. That's great for those who want that. I wanted more. I saw what it was like for people who were working a job, and when they get a bad supervisor, and that supervisor has a grudge, or maybe the supervisor tried to hit on them or whatever else, and then they just make their life miserable to the point of they have to quit the job or get another job. But you can't do that if you have a family you're taking care of. So, you know, to me, freedom is having financial freedom, you know, being able to have income, multiple streams of income coming in, passive income. You can, all this stuff I gave you, even affiliates, that doesn't cost you anything. There is no reason that you can't set yourself up to where you can at least have the opportunity to make income. There's no reason, especially if you're in the freedom community, especially if you come into our Discord, or you come into these sessions that I give. I'm exposing you to information. Some of you may know a lot of this information, some of you may not, but this actually helps you towards your financial freedom. Because let me tell you, it's much easier to do things when you don't have to worry about your survival, when you don't have to worry about what am I going to eat. I can wake up right now. If I don't want to do anything for the rest of my life, I know I'm going to have a place to live. I know I'm going to have food to eat. I know I'm going to have health insurance. I know I'm going to have a vehicle to drive. I know I'm going to have vehicle insurance. The basic things that I need, my passive income takes care of it. So when I'm doing work and I'm doing things to generate income, I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because I'm trying to build something bigger than me. And it cost. All these things cost. You know, I'm paying for my own music production and stuff for things that, you know, if I'm not doing it, I'm paying for a lot of things cost. You're seeing all these websites for all this stuff I have, that costs money. You know, to have a domain, to have the web hosting, all these different tools, these things cost money. I know I spend at least $1,500 a month just on stuff I need, from hosting to this to that. What covers that for me is the passive income and sources. That's why if you go on on my resources page, you're clicking on an affiliate link, and let's say I get income from it, it's helping me to help you. It helps to cover cost of team. It helps for cost of things. All these things cost. It's not free. It's some free stuff, but the way that I'm using it is not free. So me sitting here providing this for you, that's what you can do. You can go on these resources. You can let people know about it. Use this for yourself. Be better. All right. Thank you so much for coming today. Running from myself at times, I can't describe the words I try, the feeling I have lately. I am free, free, free.